I'm here with Hanover Rhinos head coach Noah Sneeringer following the season-ending 28-6 loss to the Tigers. You guys obviously have the playoff game coming up in 2 weeks. How does this game prepare you for that playoff contest?
We would like to get the win, obviously, to go into the playoffs with a four-game winning streak. But it came out on the short end of the stick. I had a lot of guys not show up today, which was kind of unexpected. So we were kind of playing behind the eight ball from the get-go. Just kind of piecing stuff together to make it work. But we played well the first half, which I hope we can carry that into the playoff game, not how we played in the second half. So we'll find out in 2 weeks.
How much did fatigue play a factor, losing 3 linemen there at the end? How much did that all play a factor into what happened tonight?
It was huge. We came in with only 6 healthy linemen into this game, so they already had to play both ways and have 2 and 3 guys go down with injury. We were literally piecing together an offensive line, and halfway through the third quarter, fourth quarter, we couldn't muster anything offensively to even give Coop a chance to keep throwing the ball.
Corbett back today, another weapon to have. So that put a smile on your face a little bit, seeing him get out there and score a touchdown like that.
Yeah, the game plan to come out was with 5 receivers since we knew the line wasn't going to be our strongest point, so we figured come out, spread them out, throw short stuff, and move the ball down the field. And it turns out that we started hitting bigger plays down the field because the line held up really well in the first half, giving Coop excellent protection. So it was nice to have him back, see him in full force.
Mm-hmm. Cooper Hastings, it was going to be 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for him this year. First Hanover quarterback in 4 years to have a positive touchdown-interception ratio. What has he meant, and what does that statistic mean to his performance?
Coop's a great young talent. He's just a kid, just turned 19 halfway through this season, so we're hoping we can keep him around. I mean, he's a gunslinger. He reads the field fairly well for his age, and he's just going to keep maturing, and he's going to end up being a real threat in the AFA.
How scared were you that he was going to step out of the end zone there on that play down on the goal line where he ended up weaving for about 15 yards?
Yeah, I mean, he just makes stuff happen. He's got that little spin move off the end when he sees a DN crashing pretty hard. He kind of ducks out last second. And every time, it's kind of your heart stops because you think he's going to get caught, and he usually ends up on the other side more times than not.
Mm-hmm. All right, any thoughts on the defensive performance going into the playoff game?
Defense had a tough second half, but once again, we were so tired up front, we weren't getting a push on the line. And when that carries on to your secondary and linebackers, when everything's getting to that level, it's tough to play. But first half we played lights out. That one busted touchdown play, that seems to be what's going on this year. It's the same thing against the Phantoms, a few times against the Bullets, but teams haven't steadily ran against us when we have a full defensive unit.
If I don't get to see you at practice before the playoff game and I'll ask you now, what would the first playoff win in franchise history mean to the Rhinos?
Oh, it'd be huge. And, I like our matchup with the Chaos. We matched up very well against them the first time around. Didn't come up on top like we should have, and, we played well enough to win, but we didn't. So hopefully we get some revenge on them.
So I'm here with Michael Corbett, Hanover Rhinos Offensive Player of the Game. How does it feel, first of all, to be back?
Man, it feels good. It feels good. I missed a lot of time due to a hamstring injury. Missed about 6 out of the 8 weeks. But it was good to come back and help my team. I was able to contribute, had some big plays. I got in the end zone. I should have scored twice, but me not knowing where I was on the field, I cut myself a little short. But it would have been better if we could have came away with the W. But, we still make it to the playoffs, so we still got life.
Mm-hmm. You talked about that one play down there. Who laid that block? Did you see who laid that crackback block?
It was number 89. Devin
Hall.
Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, Devin Hall. Like I seen him make the hit, and then I tried to cut back, and me not knowing where I was on the field, I should have scored, but I tried to cut back and tried to make too much happen, and I wound up getting myself caught short on the 4-yard line. And sad to say we couldn't punch it in on that drive, but it happens. It's a part of the game.
That was one of the turning points of the game. Lawver, best lineman, goes out with an injury there, and then 3 straight sacks. How much did his injury impact that situation?
Any injury to the line, it hurts, because at the end of the day, you win or lose the game in the trenches. And at the end of the day, if you can't have your linemen solid and healthy, it trickles down. It's a trickle-down effect. So him going down, and then us having, like you said, the 3 big negative plays back to back to back, it really hurt us. And I feel like if we'd have had our line healthy, a full healthy line all game, it would have been a totally different game.
Personal, that first play there. I mean, take me through that. How'd you get so open?
Well, to be honest, coming out of the play, we seen where the defense was lined up in, and we seen that they had no safety top over to help, and the corners and the nickels were playing man to man, and coach gave me a post route, and I knew not to sound cocky, but I knew I could beat my man on the route, and I beat him. And then once I caught it, luckily my quarterback Cooper put the ball in while I was in stride, and I was able to pull away. And I kind of second guessed myself because I was kind of hesitating because I thought my injury was going to come back in the back of my mind. But as I was still running and I realized it wasn't coming back, I just kept going.